For further analysis, we have all the pleasure to be joined from Cairo by military expert Major General Samir Farag. Good afternoon to you, sir, and welcome to Qnews. Let me here start by asking you, how do you view Trump's decision to launch airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites?
We were anticipated just resolution along the last 10 days when Israel had launched its strikes against Iran, and we knew very well that the Israeli arms aren't capable to destroy the nuclear facilities of Iran, such as particularly to Isfahan and Fordow and Tanand. So that's why we were anticipated that. And I said 2 days ago that America will intervene to destroy such sites that Israel weren't able to destroy.
Right. In the coming days, will the region witness a broader war, or are we heading towards de-escalation from your point of view? Okay, let me here repeat the question. In the coming days, are we or will the region witness a broader war, or could there be a kind of de-escalation any soon?
This will depend on the Iranian retaliations. Since 1 hour ago, the Iranian parliament approved the closure of Hormuz Strait, and we are waiting for the approval of the Iranian president. If the president of Iran approves the resolution, that means a serious escalation, as 20 to 25% of the fuel size comes out of the Strait. If this happens, that will witness a very economic turmoil in the whole world, and that will mean another escalation. Iran has military arms, among which the Houthis are present in el-Mandeb Strait. If el-Houthis disrupted the maritime navigation, will be having another escalation. And also, if Iran strikes the foreign, or rather the military air bases in the Gulf area, there will be seen another far escalations. Hence, the response, what will happen on the escalation? This will depend on the Iranian retaliation with responses to, with regard to what happened this morning.
General Farag, if I may ask you here, could we see evolving individual operations carried out by Iranian affiliated actors or proxies within Iranian territory?
I do not expect this will take place right now, as Iran has learned the lesson from the past period. As we've heard that Iran had arrested several of scientists. This would be some sort of a warning to the rest of scientists if they are present. I think this matter will be diminished later on in the upcoming days.
If I may ask you here, strategically speaking, does Iran currently poses any form of deterrent weaponry, and how credible were the US claims that Iran is close to acquiring nuclear bomb, and how do you view the consequences of this strike on the region?
According to the nuclear stockpile that Iran has, so that we enable to produce from 5 to 10 nuclear bombs within this month. This matter that led to for Israel to execute the preemptive strikes executed in the last Friday. Therefore, the imminent danger of Iran is present. That will depend on the result of the American strikes. Had the Americans successfully destroyed the Iranian nuclear reactors, had America successfully destroyed the Iranian stockpiles, this will show the result in the coming days. That's why America had struck the 3 Iranian facilities. If something had lifted, so Iran would do something in the soon to come.
And about the implications of that on the region?
The implications would be very dangerous. And when Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait, and I think this would be repeated these days. If Iran decided to close the Hormuz Strait and el-Mandeb Strait and strike the American military bases, hence America would go to the UN Security Council and form another coalition as it did with Saddam Hussein. So, hence it's the excuse or the cause that the whole world is going to be affected by the closure of Hormuz and Bab el-Mandeb Straits. Therefore, the matter will be escalated, but it depends on the Iranian positions towards the American strikes.
Mm-hmm. That was Major General Samir Farag from Cairo, the military expert. We thank you so much for joining us on Qnews.